I know some of you had asked me to go live and kind of discuss about what we're seeing. And I'll have to say I'm pretty excited to be here. We've seen some really interesting thing at NRF. So again, this is the live e-commerce podcast short. This very short podcast where, we talk about everything about e-commerce, live stream, creator economy. This is something that you can watch on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and also on the community. So I'm really addressing to the community today because I know that some of you had asked about it. So I wanted to do that. So if you like this, please follow, share, tell your friends. We want this to be something that we share to everyone and people can enjoy and hopefully get some value out of it. So let's dive in. There's a lot of talks around live stream shopping. I mean, I'll tell you, like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, it was something that everyone talks about, everyone was interested about. What we're seeing this year is really a shift in perspective for a lot of people. The media are still talking quite a bit about video commerce, live shopping, but to our biggest, I'll say, pleasure, we really saw customers starting to come and inquire about it. Over the past, it was mostly like awareness. We're still seeing people that are still inquiring about it and like discovering that this is possible. But now they are saying, we are thinking about doing it. We have a strategy for this year, and this is really what's exciting. Large retailer going on the play talking about this. What's also very interesting in some of the trend with areas where we never thought or had some discovery. For instance, display. So the display industry is getting more and more interactive, and how do we interact with viewers directly in the store with digital and make that transaction what they call the phygital, I think, which is the acronym for digital and physical and getting together. And it's interesting, we had some people coming to us and say, hey, how do we make live shopping reality even in the store? And so I think that's really exciting with interactive displays. So that's really one thing that we saw here. What I'm super pumped about is All Neighbor. So All Neighbor is a community commerce, and you and I, we've talked about this for many, a lot of time in our e-commerce podcast. The company is called e-commerce, and they are the first one trying to get into the community commerce. This is really exciting when you think about where live stream is going in the future. Is taking on your community, bringing on the commerce to it, and make it more commerce feel to your community. And those guys are doing this work, so it's pretty exciting to see that people are starting to, and companies are starting to position themselves to create that environment, that community environment. So that's really what I felt was very exciting today, and I wanted to share with you. There is tons of innovation here. It's really a really exciting place. We are seeing things from IoT, 5G is a big thing. We're seeing a lot of robotics around the display, and how do we bring the gap and how do we transition the gap around physics and physical and digital. And from a consumer perspective, from a retailer perspective, the big thing that people are coming here for is very interesting. Well, what we are hearing is supply chain disruption. I mean, I think we all have, and like, how do I do that? Planning. People have, I've talked to a lot of retailers, and they all say the same thing. All planning model that we used to have are no longer working. In this new environment, we don't know how to do planning anymore, and we need solution for that. So that's really interesting when you think about what the disruption has been over the year with supply chain. And then the last thing that I'm personally hearing, beside planning and supply chain, is another topic around security, right? It's like, how do I protect the data for my users? So those are really interesting topics. Those are the three main topics I've heard from this. Well, I hope you like this. If you like this, the live e-commerce podcast, we are posting regularly on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Please follow, like, share,